What's up, everybody? Hope you all are having a great day. Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. Jan is a fake ass friend. Let me tell you, I don't like her. She's so fake to me. Because when Mona came up in there, Mona was not happy to see Leslie. The way Mona turned her face when she saw Leslie, she was not here for it. And Jan just sitting there, hey, I'm like, no. Jan's so fake. Like, you could easily be bought. And she's sitting there trying to tell Mona, oh, do we ever really know anybody? Because Mona was like, we don't know her. We never knew the real Leslie until now. So she ain't got no interest in forgiving her and making peace with her. She wants nothing to do with her. She don't trust her. And Jan's sitting there trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. If I was Mona at this point, I would let her go. I would let her go too. Since you want to be buddy with Leslie, you go do that. But leave me up out of it. Because Leslie, she was so hurt because she's no longer a part of their friend group as far as the two of them together, and she's not in on the gossip anymore. But I'm like, wouldn't you know most? Leslie pretty much already knows some of that gossip anyway, so it's like it's not new gossip that they're talking about. You pretty much already know. Because Leslie got these Winterfest tickets or whatever since she's in charge of the guest list now. She's trying to determine who is getting tickets and who's not or whatever. And she, of course, gave Jan a ticket because Mona was like, she would have loved to be able to take Jan or whatever, but she couldn't. I didn't understand how Mona couldn't. Mona works for Nicole. She could have easily talked to Nicole about getting Jan a ticket. Like, it wouldn't have been nothing to get her a ticket. Seeing as how Jan, her daughter is friends with Naomi, that could have easily been a ticket for her. So I don't understand how Mona couldn't pull strings to get that done. But I guess I would have thought that would have been easy as shit to do. But of course Leslie come over and give Jan a ticket and whatnot, and Mona was like, well, I'm already going, so I don't need your little ticket because I'm going. But Mona was surprised and pissed when she found out Leslie was in charge of the guest list. And now Leslie want to get a little snarky with Mona, talking about, oh, I'm done looking at your sour face anyway, and all this. Leslie, go sit down somewhere. Because she really thought Mona was going to come around or whatever and finally forgive her one day. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Jan just is gullible. Oh, well, she wasn't charged of any crimes. She, we got to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, you be dumb and do that. you be stupid and go do that. That's so you, dub. So anyway, moving on from that. Haley is sinking her claws into Isaiah. Listen, she was staring at that man from head to toe. Like just a gleaming at that man. Like, she want him bad. And it was so funny, her little conversation with Kat. Because Jacob was wondering why Kat and Haley was sitting together. But Kat came over there for advice or whatever, because she was like, listen, how do you stop a home wrecker from messing up your relationship? Haley was like, excuse me? She was like, how the hell am I supposed to know? Haley, don't even try. You know. She was like, first of all, I fell in love. There was a difference. Haley, shut the hell up. Shut up. First of all, you ain't fall in love shit. You fell in love with that money. That's what you fell in love with. Sit there trying to play like you don't know how to be a home wrecker. You wrote the handbook on it and you maintain a website about it. So stop lying. Kat wasn't trying to hear that shit. She said how to keep my relationship intact. But Haley gave her some good advice. She was like, listen, a happy man won't stray. She got a point. Haley do got a point. I feel like there's a variety of reasons why men cheat. But I do believe in that old 80-20 rule. I believe in that. Because in a relationship, you get 80%. And then, that 20% that be walking around look good. You know what I mean? That one that be walking around, with the tight skirts on, the tight, the body just bang, bang, pow. So that's that 20% that you be looking for. Because, when you at home, you ain't getting no punani every day. You ain't getting it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because your wife tired. She taking care of the damn kids in the house. She tired. You ain't getting 4 or 5 days a week. 6 days a week. You ain't getting that. You know what I'm saying? So some dudes, they get in their mind like, I want some new cooch or whatever. So they go for it. It happens. It does happen. But do you really want to give up that 80 that you got at home? for that 20, because you're gonna miss that 80 like a motherfucker when you just getting 20. I'm just saying. But Haley had a point though. She was like, you gotta fix them cracks in your relationship. So there's no way for another bitch to slither in. She had a valid point. She was very valid. Listen, Haley, she was pissed when Kat got up quick as shit to leave. Haley was like, first of all, don't forget to talk to your family about including me. Because that was a part of the deal. Because Haley was not about to put her up on game for free. Because Kat did promise her that she would talk to her family about including Haley in more, community stuff or whatever. Like, being more inclusive when it comes to Haley. And Haley wanted to make sure she didn't forget that either. I wish Kat would leave Tomas alone. Like, the fact that she went to go see him, and I feel like she was putting on a major front, because she tried to make him believe that she was forgiving Eva and, trying to be more chill moving forward and trying to work through her issues. And of course, Tomas was happy to hear it. Tomas was thrilled to hear that. And that's what sickens me. Like, why would you want to stay with somebody that defends somebody that you can't stand all the time? Like, why? Makes no sense. I mean, it makes sense, but it don't. Because I know her motives as to why she's sticking with Tomas for the most part, is because she don't want Eva to have him. I say let her have him, even though Eva's clearly moving on. But I say, that's what she want. Let her, that's what he want and that's what she want. Let him have at it. Kat is way bigger than the two of them. Like, you can get anybody else. And now he's sitting there talking about the doctor gave him the all clear to get busy, basically. So he ready to get busy. I wish Kat would let him go. He is not worth all this headache. Like, he is really not worth none of this trouble. So anyway, moving on from that, Jacob had to give Isaiah a little crash course in Haley, letting him know about her and how she ended up with Bill, and then kind of, letting him know also to steer clear of the whole Kat and Eva situation. Isaiah not gonna listen. Isaiah is not gonna listen. Isaiah gonna do what he gonna do, because Haley came up giving him some little sob story about how she was living in her car or whatever prior to marrying Bill. And I feel like she was trying to put on with him. Like, do I believe she was really in her car? No. She had prior husbands and got money off of them, so she definitely was putting up a front. I guess trying to get Isaiah to relate to her more, like trying to make it seem like, oh, I come from this, and I was down and out. I would, give him some little sob sad story for him to fall for. She's not being subtle about her interest in him, and he's definitely not being subtle about his interest in her. Because I feel like Isaiah is playing the field at this point. You got Eva over here, you got Haley over here. I ain't mad at him, but he playing a dangerous game. He's playing a deadly one, because look at who Eva mama is, number one. Number two, Haley ain't no slouch her damn self. Like, homegirl is pretty lethal herself, so Isaiah need to steer clear of both. Not play these little games. But that bad boy side of him can't let he can't let it go. This is too good for him to let go. He definitely gonna play a dangerous game, but he's gonna enjoy doing it. And of course, Randy calling Haley or whatever, letting her know that she needs to come up with a better cover story because Joey not believing their story or whatever. I'm like, first of all, Randy's stupid ass was the one that told Joey that him and Haley were knocking boots. You the one that came up with that stupid story. Now you expect Haley to clean it up? Randy is so dumb. And then on top of that, he making phone calls from the poker room that could be bugged. And you already know his cameras in there. And ain't no telling if Joey's listening in on his conversation. He is so stupid. Everything about him is dumb. So now he want Haley to, ramp up her mission to get rid of Bill, because she told him about Isaiah or whatever. And Randy was not thrilled. He was like, listen, you need to handle the task at hand. Never mind no damn Isaiah. You need to handle this. Like, this about this money. Like, that's where your focus needs to be on. This plan might blow up in their face, especially with Randy in the behind the scenes of it. and he ain't that bright, this plan is not gonna go, the way they think it is. Haley need to come up with a backup plan. So anyway, moving on from that. So Caroline is all up in Bill's face about Haley and whatnot. The way Caroline goes on and on about Haley, you would think that she was in love with the woman her damn self, the way she be defending her. Because she want Bill to treat Haley better than he did Danny or whatever, because Danny put up with a lot from Bill and she just continued to put up with it, whereas Haley will leave him and she not gonna, tolerate all the foolishness that Danny tolerated. I'm like, Haley, if you only knew what your friend is up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I'm really hoping though that Bill is on top of this. Like, I'm really hoping that he is playing the hell out of everybody and he knows what Haley's really up to. I'm really hoping that. But he met up with Jacob or whatever, and Bill could tell that Jacob was hiding something, like he not trying to tell him something. So he was like, listen, whatever you gotta say, just say that shit. So he told him about the birth control pills, and Bill burst his bubble because he was like, well, for one, I already knew about that. He said, and it pisses me off that you and, Naomi still hate Haley or treat her this way or whatever. I'm like, Bill, first of all, Jacob was looking out for your ass because Naomi didn't even want to tell you. Like, Naomi didn't even want to bring it up. But you should be happy that you got family trying to look out for you. It's not just about hating your wife. They're hoping that she's not playing you, which she technically is. But they're trying to, be upfront with you and look out for you. At least Jacob was, because Naomi wasn't going to say a damn word about it. So Bill was letting Jacob know, you need to, handle your own marriage, because things seemed a little, intense between him and Naomi at that dinner, and Bill noticed it. But I love how Jacob didn't, tell Bill what's really going on, because Bill wanted to know. He was like, what's going on with y'all? Like, what's the problem? But Jacob, he not stupid. Jacob wasn't gonna tell their business to Bill, because he knew, for one, Naomi was gonna give him hell if he did. That was just gonna be another thing for her to be mad about. So Jacob wasn't even about to go there, and I don't blame him. I'm actually glad he didn't say anything, because that's not Bill's business. Like, if Naomi hasn't told him, she obviously don't want him to know. But at some point too, Jacob is gonna have to make up his mind about this marriage and how long he willing to take the nonsense, because I don't know how long he gonna be able to hang up in there with this nut. So anyway, moving on from that, Eva meets up, well, she bumps into Isaiah or whatever at Orphy Jeans. And they want to get to know each other better. Like, they are feeling each other. The chemistry is there. They're feeling each other. But I would just find it super funny that Eva gets a taste of her own medicine. Here she was lusting after Tomas while he was with Kat, and now you got Haley pretty much doing the same exact damn thing. So now Eva is interested in Isaiah, but then you got Haley coming up, from behind, trying to swoop in and get him too. That's gonna be some karma. Now, that's gonna be funny as hell to see. That's gonna be hilarious. Eva getting to taste of her own medicine. That shit would be good. I wonder what's going on with Peaches, because Leslie got a phone call from Peaches. I guess something going on with her. So I'm guessing her health is taking a turn for the worse. So I'm guessing she ain't got long. So anyway, moving on from that. So Danny and Andre are enjoying the hell out of LA in their honeymoon. I was actually happy that Andre was honest with Danny about his conversations with Ashley and what she, got going on with Derek. Because Danny was like, so what makes you, like, why are you telling me? Because he want to be upfront with her. Like, she wants an honest marriage, so that's what he's trying to be, upfront. And let her know that he didn't choose Ashley, he chose her. And that's the way it needs to be. Do I think that this situation is nipped in the bud completely? No. But Danny, of all people, should not be worried about no little boring-ass Ashley. That's the last person she need to be worried about, because I wouldn't worry about that little bland mess. But I love how she wasn't trying to judge, because that's pretty much what a few of them were mentioning in this episode. Like, they weren't trying to judge people, because I know Isaiah said that about Haley, and he said that about Eva when he talked to Eva about, her getting with Tomas or whatever while he was with Kat. He's not judging anybody. He's not judging Eva. He's not judging Haley. because he got stuff in his past too that he did. So and Danny pretty much felt the same way about Derek when she found out about his little paralysis scheme or whatever. She's not judging, you know, because she was like, sometimes you do some crazy stuff to hold on to the one you love. So she was like, she can't judge because she done did some things too, so she ain't in no position. But I love that they're enjoying their time. They want to get wedding rings and make it official by putting rings on, getting unique wedding rings that symbolize their love for each other. I'm loving this for Danny. I'm really loving this for her. I'm loving it for Andre. Because the chemistry between them is fire. The marriage happened pretty fast, but who gives a shit? Go ahead, do what y'all gotta do. Like, I'm feeling the hell out of this. But that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all all thought, and I will see y'all all later. Peace.